Let me rephrase that. Are you sad that you're no longer together, that you're divorced?
We'll always be together. She dresses exactly like me.
Yeah, I get your number.
I'm married.
For real? Oh, damn.
Allow me to reward. That are you miserable, that you're as of now not together, that you're separated from will continuously be music. Together, she dresses precisely like me. I get your number, I'm hitched for genuine gracious damn. So Kanye West's new spouse Bianca Tangible just sent the web into a territory of shock when she emerged, and uncovered Kanye for controlling her Bianca, and Kanye got hitched last year. And it seems as though she struggles in the marriage since she only straight up uncovered Kanye for being oppressive and manipulative towards her. Is she truly going to seek legal separation? Kanye West purportedly has a severe arrangement of rules for Bianca to observe, so supposedly he has told her that she can't talk in open, which I feel like looks at on the grounds that I've not seen any clasps of her talking freely with Kanye asked, and that she needs to wear what he chooses for her to wear. So, in this time of separation, it appears as though Kanye West is going to get hauled to the separation courts for the second time in 2 years on the grounds that the roads are saying that his subsequent marriage has stirred things up around town. Evidently, his second wife Bianca Tactile has had enough of his controlling ways, and she needs out now. Bianca has been assuming the part of the ideal wife to Kanye for nearly 12 months, yet insider data recommends that she's truly thinking about tapping out on the grounds that the marriage has gotten very harmful genuinely. In the event that this is valid, this looming divorce isn't precisely a shock or for fans, since no one anticipated that the marriage should endure forever. Yet, not just that, many individuals are amazed that the marriage endured this long in any case. Dislike fans were loathing on them, or any such thing, yet the entire situation appeared to be a piece. Well, sketchy. Kane was claiming his undying adoration for his ex Kim Kardashian, and discussing how he would have rather not gotten separated and all of that. And before we know it, he got hitched furtively to Bianca. At first, fans thought perhaps he was involving Bianca as some kind of retribution plot against Kim, in light of the fact that she gives Kim Kardashian hoodwink. Yet they've been together for around 10 months currently now. Like I said, the marriage radiated odd energies all along, in light of the fact that it happened not long after Kanye had been going on a few tirades that individuals took as being hostile to Semitic. The thing about me and Adidas is, like, I could in a real sense say against Semitic, and they can't drop me. I could express enemy of Semitic things, and Adidas can't drop me now. Hollywood essentially can. So after that significant debate, and he wound up losing his tycoon status, it was such a muddled circumstance that he disappeared from the public eye for half a month, and we as a whole calculated that he planned to require some investment to lick his little injuries. However, at that point, out of the no place, he re-merged with Bianca, whom he had covertly hitched when he was away. They were spotted on dates doing that large number of 2 or 3 things that you'd expect now. What truly had everyone confounded was the way that the marriage was so secret. Can isn't precisely known for keeping things on the low, yet this was an unheard of degree of mystery for him. Yet shockingly, no one in Kanye or Bianca's inward circle had any hint about their relationship or approaching nuptials. They figured out the same way most of us did through those viral pictures that hit the web, so protected to say they were similarly basically as stunned as most of us. For instance, a source uncovered that the Kardashians had no clue about that sort of was in any event. Seeing another person, the source said the family isn't accepting this as a marriage, yet they don't have the foggiest idea what it is. They doesn't know whether it's a PR stunt. They are standing by to check whether he petitions for papers. They are anxious since, in such a case, that it's genuine, she would be in the kid's life. Yet assuming you felt that that was stunning, that Kanye didn't give the Kardashians a heads up about his new marriage, that is not the most horrendously terrible piece of it. since there's another side to it incidentally. No one in Bianca's circle realized that she was getting hitched. Her folks didn't realize that she was getting hitched. It was that huge of a mysterious, now various sources attempted to guard Kanye's choice to make things secret, saying Yippee has been a superstar for quite a long time in counting, and his most memorable marriage was to somebody who resides nearly all day before a camera. Bianca and Yahoo have an entirely unexpected energy. They are exceptionally private, exceptionally tender, and completely committed to one another. I think the two of them appreciate cutting out time that is only for them, yet individuals were not getting it, since a distinction between his being private and being confidential, and this was a straight-up secret, which was only sort of odd for Kanye. It was right now that we began to see a few reports about how wonderful things were for Kanye, and Bianca's sources began saying stuff like Kanye West's new wife Bianca tangible manages everything, including his day-to-day timetable, and manages all of his business undertakings. One more insider addressed U.S. week after week and made statements couldn't be better for Kanye and Bianca. And they're doing astounding. Kanye feels like he at long last met somebody who genuinely gets him and loves him for the individual he is. Bianca praises Kanye on such countless levels, and he appreciates and regards her viewpoints. She truly keeps him grounded, and he's feeling much improved than at any other time. As a matter of fact, several months prior, there were bits of gossip that they had proactively were prepared to take things to a higher level by having children and beginning their own little family. I mean, they have been found pressing on the PDA in broad daylight, yet like they say, all that sparkles isn't gold, and Bianca is the ideal portrayal of that, in light of the fact that, as per new reports, apparently Bianca struggles in secret. Turns out that their marriage isn't quite so wonderful as we've been persuaded to think, in light of the fact that Kanye has been controlling Bianca and attempting to form her into Kim variant 2.0. And could we at any point, if it's not too much trouble, get into her closet, and her fascinating style pieces currently haven't arrived to toss shade or any such thing. Yet the fans have rushed to call attention to that Kanye has been settling on some fairly uncommon, unique design decisions with regards to her closet. Take, for instance, before she wedded Kanye, she used to dress like this, yet when Kanye came into the image, she began dressing like this. Certain individuals find it somewhat well surprising. Now, don't get me wrong, Bianca's a dazzling lady, and she can pull off pretty much everything, except I surmise fans simply need to see her in some customary garments for once, on the off chance that you get my meaning. Yet, as terrible as that sounds incidentally, the circumstance is more regrettable than we naturally suspected, in light of the fact that, as per Bianca's companions, Kanye has essentially distanced her from everybody in her life. One of her companions addressed everyday mail, saying Bianca is stuck and her companions are attempting to save her, yet nobody can due to the bars Kanye has set up around her. Everybody is incredibly concerned. This isn't what her identity is. She's an unquestionably frank and enthusiastic individual who is never one to keep her mouth shut. Listen, not him having her on a gag request. Supposedly, I surmise that could make sense of why she's been so hesitant to talk in this video of her that we viral 2 or 3 months prior. A couple of short, I need to see, no doubt I get your number, I'm hitched. Goodness damn, I mean, it's the main video we have of her talking. And we presently realize the reason why. No, I won't lie, she appears to be a truly sweet individual, and it's miserable that she's in this present circumstance. Yet, some way or another, that is not the most awful of it, in light of the fact that few news sources have shouted out about Kanye and how he treats her. And it doesn't precisely seem like things are going well overall, so sources guaranteed that Kanye has been programming Bianca, and she is presently completely influenced quite a bit by the source. Said Kanye has set a ton of rules for Bianca, which incorporates never talk and wear what he maintains that her should wear. Well, this positively makes sense of that multitude of unusual outfits Yet some way or another, that is not even the most awful part. Pretty much this, since it deteriorates the source. Additionally added, she is likewise expected to eat specific food things. And to figure out, despite the fact that Kanye doesn't resolve, he has had the option to control tactile, totally on the grounds that he purportedly persuaded her that they are regal. She has no psyche of her own any longer, so more or less Kanye is by all accounts giving orders in Bianca's day-to-day existence, from her eating regimen to where she goes. Everything is most certainly a wild circumstance. And as per a source, Bianca's companions are striving to assist her break with liberating from his control. They've been worried about how awful his control has gotten, and the things were going from awful to more regrettable. Another insider asserted that Bianca was reluctant to leave from the outset, said she was persuaded that her companions were desirous of her since she was hitched to a VIP, and they needed to destroy her marriage. She fundamentally gave them the center finger, and the insider said a couple of her companions were at last ready to contact her, yet she wasn't keen on talking. Nor was she keen on anybody's interest for her. She would have rather not left.